Good morning and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be making some individual rhubarb pies. I'm making these for my sister, who isn't very well at the moment, but she loves rhubarb. So first of all, I'm going to be making some sweet pastry. So I'll make the sweet pastry first, and I'll stick it in the fridge for a good hour or so, and then I'll be using it. So first of all, I want 500 grams of plain flour, just over. $500 grams of plain flour, so I'm sticking this in my food processor. Make sure it's down. And I want 150 grams of icing sugar. So I'll stick this in as well. Hundred and 50 grams of icing sugar. Let the dust settle. And I want 250 grams of butter. You can use unsalted butter. If you're using unsalted, put a pinch of salt in, but I'm using salted butter. Cut the butter into small cubes, make it easier for the processor. So just do this a second. And cut all the butter into little cubes. So I'm just going to add the butter to the flour and sugar. Now that's added, I'll be switching it on, but I'm going to wash my hands first. I'm just going to press mix now on this. Don't take too long now. Just a little bit more. And that's fine. And now I'm going to add 2 egg yolks to the mix. Just separate the yolk from the white. There's the one. there's the two. Again, I'll put this on and mix this up a second. This mixture is still to dry, so I'm just going to add a drop of milk. Don't worry if you add a bit too much, because you can always add a little bit of flour. That's about the consistency I want. So I'll take this out now. I've just floured the surface a second. And take my pastry out. Then roll it up into a ball. A little bit more flour. This is perfect. So as you see, I didn't need much flour at all to make it to the right consistency. So just put this now into cling film. I have my rhubarb here stewing on a gentle heat, and I've put 400 grams of granulated sugar with it to 1 kilogram of rhubarb. So I'm going to let that stew a second. I have added no extra water to this because there's plenty of water in the rhubarb itself. So I'm just going to give this a stir and let it stew a second. I'm taking this out of the fridge. I just cut a bit off. I don't want this to stick at all, so making sure I'm using plenty of flour for the base. And I don't want these to be too thin either. Not too thick, but not too thin. I think that's about the thickness I want. Using the back end of my cutter to cut circles. Not quite big enough, so what I'll do with that, I'll use it for the top. I can do 2 out of there. Use my palette knife. Make sure it's central. Any excess then just cut off. Now the next. Push it into the sides. Any excess then will just come off easy. Just use the palette knife for that. So I'll crack on with these a second. Now I've put all these in, I shall just hit the bottom of each one just a few times. And put some egg wash around the side. Now I put egg wash on the sides. I'll fill now with some stewed rhubarb. I'll just crack on with this a second now. Should now put the tops on. Well, attempt to put the tops on. Matching up where the cuttings are. Just squeeze to the sides. And just crack on with these now. I should now put egg wash on the top. I think in some of these I put too much of the pie filling. It's alright. My sister won't mind. The rhubarb, by the way, is from the allotment and is from my very good friend Suzanne. So I'm just going to make a little slat in each one on the top, and I'm going to sprinkle them with caster sugar, not granulated sugar. I think it's a better end result. There. You can use granulated sugar if you want. I'll stick these in the oven now for about 20-25 minutes at 180 C. I've got the timer on now for 25 minutes. Here's the first load. I've just put them on the cooling rack now to cool. I take them out of their trays. But here is the first lot. So another video now when they're all out of the trays, and I've got the other ones out of the oven. Right, these are the pies I'm taking up to my sister. These ones have turned out good. Some have crumbled on me, but that was my fault. Too eager to take them out, I pushed them through instead of making sure the sides are done. Anyway, these are my rhubarb pies that I'll be taking up to my sister now tomorrow. So I hope she enjoys them. But again, if you want the recipe, please let me know and I'll put it in the description. And for all those who return in, thank you very much. And if you're new to this channel, please consider pressing like and subscribe, and you'll get to see more. So until I upload more and do more cooking, hope you've enjoyed. Thank you. Bye bye.